I want to show you something and then share some news. We will look at a trailer for a movie that was the hit of Sundance, could have won this actor a Best Actor nomination 2 years ago. This movie was put on the shelf. It is now coming out in March. This film is coming out, could win the lead actor of this movie an Oscar.
Oh, yeah.
You have to do something.
It looks really good.
It is coming to theaters March 21st. Jonathan Majors in Magazine Dreams, and Marvel is considering bringing Jonathan Majors back to the MCU. How do you thread that needle? They obviously pivoted when charges came. We can rehash all of that, but and I don't think he was very good as King. I do not think he was very good.
If you remember, they said they got rid of him unrelated to those charges. Like, they were already saw that it wasn't working in Ant-Man 3. That the choice to make everything around him was just because of that one little performance at the end of Loki.
I'm being bombarded by ads here, but exclusive Kevin Feige, Marvel's Kevin Feige, considering bringing Jonathan Majors back to the MCU after the studio cut ties with the actor. I don't know if you can read that here, Badger. Just give us the first couple paragraphs.
At one point, Jonathan Majors was being set up to follow Josh Brolin's footsteps as the next overarching Marvel villain. His character, Kang the Conqueror, was established with several appearances that would have led to Avengers: The Kang Dynasty and Avengers: Secret Wars. In 2023, however, Marvel Studios cut ties with Jonathan Majors after he was convicted of assault through studio head Kevin Feige now reportedly wants Jonathan Majors back in the MCU, aka the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, so I don't know what you think about all this stuff, and we can go over all that again. But how do you is this to wrap up all the loose ends? Is it a good idea? What do we think of this?
It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Let's say none of this crazy stuff happened over the past couple of years. Just on character alone, Kang, for me, was never that great of an Avengers villain. I'm sorry, I never cared for Kang, period, no matter who or what iteration it was. But let's skip that. That's just my own personal taste. I don't think Major should come back. I think he should take this opportunity. I think Magazine Dreams looks very good. Very good. And maybe he should focus more on dramas, focus more on getting different roles. Let Marvel save themselves. He doesn't need to come back for that.
I mean, yeah, Kang's introduction was incredibly mishandled as it was. I don't know how they would even pivot back. I think it's best for them to reboot and move forward from this.
It would seem to me that if they were going to bring him back, they'd just bring him back as a different Kang, which is not helping anything, because Kang is a time traveler, and they could have done something like the Edge of Tomorrow, like Avengers versus the Edge of Tomorrow type of thing, where every time they defeat Kang, he just goes back and corrects it. So they're always in this loop. That would be a fun Avengers movie to see at Marvel at its peak, but they didn't do that. They went in this quantum realm stuff. They did the Loki thing. They let Jonathan Majors decide to act as a stutterer as one of his variations of Kang. It's all just a bunch of bad decisions. I think they should just let it be one of those hanging chads, so to speak. Just let it be out there in the ether, and maybe
it's
people
not
forget.
Though. Did anyone here watch What If season 3? Because there's a whole fucking episode where they wipe out the Council of Kangs. He's gone. They already addressed it. So this is, I think this is a do. Like, I don't.
How would they end it? Well, it's What If, so I don't know what that.
Yeah, but they say it's all canon, so I don't know. Just let him go. Let him be.
I don't know how you would repivot.
Leave Jonathan alone.
They seem to have their plan already moving forward with what they've announced in the futures. I don't know how they would reintegrate him, and what they did have him in was not good. And if even anyone was watching Loki season 2, it was not good. His performance but that's what they wanted. They wanted that performance, but
it was bad.
Theatrical.
This looks good. Magazine Dreams, that he's turning in a good performance. They wanted that weird take for him. They completely mishandled his introduction, so I don't think there's a way to recover from that anyways.
That had Joker vibes, by the way, of a spiraling man going out, especially with a smile at the end. Was a little
it's a guy obsessed with bodybuilding that
yeah.
comes unhinged. Everyone out of Sundance they were like Oscar nomination, Oscar nom. The Oscar campaign was planned. They were doing it, and then the rug got pulled under. The movie was shelved. He got canceled for Marvel, but these charges were look, anything like that these days, it's a he said, she said. I think probably he did some bad things. Are they as bad as maybe we've heard? I don't know. But if they're considering bringing him back, and this movie is coming out in March, we will review Magazine Dreams on this channel. We're going to, and the trailer, by all accounts, that's a new trailer with the new release date in March. Will that resurrect him? I don't know. And as you were saying, Elaine, I agree with you. The character was mishandled. When you defeat him over and over, the original plan for, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania was Ant-Man was going to die. He was going to be killed by Kang. And if they had built this character up that he never loses, that as you were saying, script, like he just keeps coming back and wins, he would have been a real threat.
Yeah.
That's what makes like the that's what makes Infinity War so great, because every Marvel movie, what happens at the end, they defeat the villain. That gets boring. Infinity War, they lost. That made it so exciting, and they mishandled this character. Thought they could repeat what they did with the Infinity Saga and the Multiverse Saga. I don't know how you wrap this up with Kang and Doom and this and that. Kang Dynasty, that's canceled. Although I'm hearing rumors that the Thunderbolts, right? That's not the title of the movie. That is not the title. There's an
asterisk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
I was hearing rumors too. I thought someone was trolling me.
No, there rumors. It could be Dark Avengers, is what the
Oh God.
I'm just
So it's suddenly going to release and be called Dark Avengers instead of Thunderbolts asterisks.
I'm just saying. Anyways,
if I were Majors, like, here's the thing. What you got to, and look, when anyone gets canceled in Hollywood, you got to do the apology tour, right? So
right.
I think the smart move for him would be, do another indie film, and then after that, do a supporting role in another movie, right? And then after that, that's when you kind of start putting your star power back into play. I mean, he has to do the dance, unfortunately, because he was canceled by a lot of people. And, even though I don't know if he's innocent, but he was definitely found not guilty, he kind of has to work his way back up. I don't think jumping right into Disney is going to help him at all.
No. However, Hollywood does love a good comeback story, especially for talent. Like Robert Downey Jr. is the big Phoenix of the 21st century.
Yeah, and he could easily be nominated for an Oscar next year for this movie, for Magazine Dreams.
I mean, that was the buzz, is that he was a lock for at least a nomination, not necessarily a win, but a nomination. So I don't know. I think it's still up in the air here. Still up in the air. So we'll see.
Yep. Well, according to that comment, Jonathan Majors is not a bad actor at all.
No, I think it was bad as Kang. I think.
Well, it's Disney, man.
He made choices that were not great choices. So let me share a screen here, and this is Marvel in 2025. We shared this before to give you an idea. We've seen, and we still have not talked about Spider-Man. We will discuss this on Versus maybe after all the episodes are out. I think they're halfway through right now. So we had Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Captain America, Daredevil, Thunderbolts,
Ironheart,
Fantastic Four, Wakanda, Marvel Zombies, Wonder Man. That's what we got for 2025.
Oh boy.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.